That's the top headlines. 5 killed, 1 injured in ambush by Kuki militants on IT road in Kangpopi. 61-year-old Manipur student body remembers 4 students killed in 1965 hunger march. Manipur Stapo Kuki Village Authority rejects NPO allegation, calls for impartial probe into arson incidents. Manipur police arrest 2, seize over 2.7 kg of brown sugar in a separate operations. Young women allegedly gang raped in Assam's Tinsukia, 1 accused held from Arunachal Pradesh. And Nagaland police seized 19,760 suspected coating cough cider bottles in Dimapur raid. A very good evening and welcome to ELITETV English News at 6 prime time. This is Somirin Kasar giving you the latest news updates. Tension resurfaced in Manipur's Kangpopi district on Thursday, August 27 today after armed miscreants allegedly ambushed Naga civilians along the IT road, leaving at least 5 people dead, 1 injured, according to the sources. The incident reportedly occurred at around 8:30 a.m. between Makui Ashang and Thanamban Naga, an area considered an important road for Naga communities residing along the IT road. According to reliable sources, the victims were targeted by armed assailants in the alleged ambush. At least 5 members of the Naga community were reported killed in the attack, while 1 person sustained injuries. The deceased have been identified as Tatsongbo Ringkangmai, founder and principal of Right Path School, Tikulan, Maraiko Tibo Wijunamai, executive member, Makui Youth Club, Japo MK, student leader, Thonglang Akutpa, Anil Wijunamai, executive member, Makui Youth Club, and Wisobo Charenamai, chairman, Jawangkining Village Authority, and injured persons has been identified as Gaikamang Ringkangmai. The attack has triggered fresh tensions in Kangpopi, as a district that has witnessed periodic violence since ethnic clashes erupted in Manipur in May 2023. The All Manipur Students Union, AMSU, on Thursday, August 27, observed the 61st Hunger Marches Day, or Jaklam Kongchat, commemorating 4 student leaders who were killed during a protest against what was described as an artificial scarcity of rice in Manipur in 1965. The observance held on August 27 began with an early morning invocation, followed by the hoisting of the AMSU flag and a floral tribute ceremony at the memorial site of the 4 students at Bishum Chingamacha in Imphal West District. The program later continued with a mass rally and public meeting where speakers recalled the events of August 27, 1965, and reiterated the union's long-standing position on issues concerning the state. An executive member of the AMSU said Manipur has been facing multiple challenges since the outbreak of the ongoing crisis, and attributed the present conflict primarily to the alleged presence of illegal immigrants in the state. The AMSU leader said the state government should not compromise on the demand for the implementation of the National Register of Citizens (NRC) before the census. The leader recalled that AMSU, which he described as the first student organization in the state, has for years campaigned for the detection, deletion, and deportation of alleged illegal immigrants under the slogan, "Go Back Foreigner." He also referred the agreements reached with the government in 1980 and 1994 concerning the issue, saying the union will continue to press for action in view of what it described as the worsening situation in the state. Recalling the events that led to the observance, the leader said 4 students, Nongmei Kakpam, Promodini, Oinam Nabakumar, Lashram Chaubal, and Waikom Nilamani were killed by security forces inside the premises of the then Chief Commissioner during the 1965 agitation over what the protesters described as an artificial scarcity of food in Manipur. According to AMSU, the incident became a defining moment in the history of the students' movement in the state. The All Manipur Students Union was formed the following day, with the organization subsequently emerging as a prominent student body in Manipur. The union said it will continue its activities and movements on the issue concerning the welfare and interest of the state.
Asi hadak chahi gi su ngasi sima koi pisung chingada lekat tamlo matung yam gi oiba apunbak rally ama paigasan open air theater board tana chalakanda koi yam gi pham pangthok sagani ai akoina hadak ki chahi gi su oina hadak chahi gi akoina yam suna thabum ma chumna mathok sangba thabum aduga koi gi thim na self reliant kha ponda manipur moi man si haiba koi tongan ba institution sing tongan pham sing koi campaign yam chala matungda asi closing ceremony oina aduga loina koi gi puga mathoi ra suba changlam phunchen sing thoram koi pisung chinga da heka leka tamgi thoram si mangthok sabni.
The Dapo Kuki Village Authority has rejected the allegations leveled by the Naga People's Organization (NPO) Senapati over the recent arson incident in and around Dapo Kuki Village, saying the action of a few individuals should not be allowed to create hostility between the neighboring communities. In a rejoinder to the NPO's August 24 press release, the village authority said Dapo Kuki had no intention whatsoever of provoking, targeting, or creating hostility against any community. It said the village had consistently supported peaceful coexistence, mutual respect, and harmonious relations with the neighboring communities. The statement comes amid the allegations and counter-allegations of a series of fires and attacks reported in Kangpokpi Senapati border area. Both sides have called for investigations into the incidents. The NPO had accused Dapo Kuki villagers of provoking and targeting people of Senapati in connection with the recent violent incidents in the border belt. Rejecting the allegation, the Dapo Kuki Village Authority said its ties with the neighboring communities had developed over decades through mutual respect, shared celebrations, and assistance during times of the need. Manipur police arrested 2 people and seized more than 2.7 kg of suspected brown sugar in 2 separate anti-narcotic operations in the state on August 26. Acting on intelligence, a joint team of the Anti-Narcotics Task Force ANTF and Imphal East District Police, CRPF, and Kangpokpi District Police conducted an operation at Khoiran Tampak Modpung area under Gamnom Sapermena Police Station in Kangpokpi District. The team arrested 32-year-old Paucha Kipken, a resident of Poibi village in Modpung. Around 2.35 kg of suspected brown sugar was recovered during the operation, along with a Bajaj diesel auto bearing registration number MN03W1971 and a mobile phone. In a separate operation, the same day, a combined team of Senapati Police, Special Operation Team D78 CRPF, QAT B109 and 16 Assam Rifles conducted frisking and checking at the Kolen Naga checkpost. The team arrested 23-year-old Mohammed Safiqur Rahman, son of Mohammed Riazuddin from Lelong, Haurebi, Turul Ahanbi in Thobal district. Officials say 27 swab cases containing suspected brown sugar, weighing around 360 grams in total, were seized from his possession. An Omni vehicle bearing registration number WB6407355 was also recovered. The two operations resulted in the seizure of approximately 2.71 kg of suspected brown sugar, besides the two vehicles and a mobile phone. Further investigation is underway. Manipur Deputy Chief Minister Losi Diko, who also holds the Forest, Environment and Climate Change portfolio, on Thursday, August 27, chaired the 6th meeting of the Manipur State Wetlands Authority (MSWA) at the Deputy Chief Minister's Conference Hall in the Civil Secretariat at Mantripukri. The meeting reviewed key issues related to the conservation, management and protection of wetlands across the state, with officials and members of the authority discussing measures for the effective implementation of wetland conservation programs and sustainable management of the wetland ecosystems. During the meeting, Dr. T. Braja Kumar Singh, Director, Environment and Climate Change Department and Member Secretary of the MSWA, presented 5 agenda items for the consideration. This included confirmation of the proceeding of the 5th meeting and reconstitution of MSWA committees, review of the notification status of the 7 wetlands identified as state priority wetlands, and recommendations for physical demarcation and notification of the remaining wetlands, preparation of brief documents and health cards for 71 ground truth wetlands, and the status of Integrated Management Plans (IMPs), and Ramsar site proposals and matter related to WP Civil Number 304 of the 2018 concerning wetlands before the Supreme Court of India. The authority approved the agenda items following deliberations. The Ashtalaxmi Darshan 2026-2027 Youth Exchange Program, organized under the aegis of the Northeastern Council NEC Ministry of Donor Government of India as part of Phase 2, Base Number 1, was successfully hosted by the National Institute of Technology Manipur NIT from 14 to 27 August 2026. A total of 44 students, 22 from Chhattisgarh and 22 from Puducherry, arrived in Manipur on August 14, 2026 to participate in the program. Accompanied by faculty members and coordinators, the students participated in a series of educational, cultural, social and interactive activities aimed at promoting greater understanding of the northeastern region and strengthening the bonds of national integration. The concluding activities of the program were organized on 26 August 2026 at the Seminar Hall, NIT Manipur. The day commenced with an interaction session with N. Gunjarani Devi, renowned sportsperson. The young participants had an opportunity to learn from her experiences and achievements and to understand the importance of dedication, discipline, perseverance, and determination in the pursuit of excellence. The valedictory program also featured a cultural presentation by the visiting students showcasing their talents and the cultural traditions of their respective regions. The performances added a spirit of celebration to the concluding event and beautifully reflected the richness of India's cultural diversity. The Ashtalaxmi Darshan Youth Exchange Program provides young people from different parts of India an opportunity to experience and understand the rich culture, traditions, history, heritage, and way of life of the northeastern states. The program seeks to promote meaningful interaction among the youths from diverse geographical and cultural backgrounds and foster the spirit of Ek Bharat, Shrestha Bharat. During their stay in Manipur, the visiting students were exposed to the state's rich cultural heritage, indigenous traditions, sports, music, handlooms, handicrafts, and diverse way of life. The program enabled them to gain a deeper appreciation of Manipur's unique contribution to cultural mosaic of India. A significant highlight of the program was the interaction of the participating students with Sri Katikithala Srinivas, Secretary, Ministry of Donor, Government of India. The interaction was held in the presence of Sri Satinder Kumar Bhala, Secretary, Northeastern Council, NEC, Professor Dr. DVLN Somaya Julu, Director, NIT Manipur, Professor K.H. Tomba Singh, Registrar, NIT Manipur, and other senior officials. On behalf of the NIT Manipur, the Registrar Professor Dr. K.H. Tomba Singh expressed sincere gratitude to the Ministry of Donor and the Northeastern Council for their continued support and kind cooperation in organizing the program. The Institute also conveyed its appreciation to all the officials, coordinators, faculty members, and the stakeholders associated with the successful conduct of the program. State-level Nehru Junior Hockey Tournament 2026 held from 24 to 28 August 2026 with the participation from 6 districts concludes today. The 54th state-level Nehru Junior Hockey Tournament under 17 boys, 43rd state-level Nehru Sub-Junior Hockey Tournament under 15 boys, and 32nd state-level Nehru Girls Hockey Tournament under 17 girls are currently being organized by the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports Government of Manipur. The state-level tournament are witnessing the participation from 6 districts of Manipur with young hockey players competing across the 3 age categories. The tournament provides an important platform for budding players to showcase their talent, gain competitive experience, and pursue excellence in hockey. The Department of Youth Affairs and Sports has extended its best wishes to all the participating teams and players and appreciated their sporting spirit, discipline, and commitment. The tournament are aimed at further strengthening the grassroots development of hockey and encouraging greater participation of young boys and girls in the sports across the state. The winning and runner-up team in all the 3 categories will be awarded during the concluding ceremony of the respective tournament. Stay with us, we'll be right back after a very short break. Don't forget you're watching Elite TV.
Kari wali ke ayenge se kari no tension ka ba mali duna
dialogue sing se am chamam nei
kari chamam na ba sidi am marui ba pot ni na makeup si bo minimum oin tawram ga da bani serious oi ba pot ni cham na haira ga loi ba du bo se ai haige handak chathari ba SIR sida enumeration phase haidana yumthong khudingi BLO laktana tawidana aduga matungda draft electoral roll phongedana aduda claims amasung objections matamda mingi bana lanba leifam soiba aduga atai chumthokna ba semthokna ba mayam ama august ki tang mari phawbada phom na chingba BLO ERO da thajandana tawkhidana adugi thajalagliba form amadi documents mayamdu khana nainaraga dispose of tawbagi process adu hojik September gi tang ani phawba chathari talak asida karigumba election office tagi notice kumba laklabasu mipainingai leite notice tu munna paraga documents pisangadaba oiragana documents singdu thorang tauraga matam chana pisanbiraga loire final electoral roll da ming chumna yawhan ba haibase isa gi su thodangni
adudi ay mu try to
lage so ready ore makeup loidribo
lakliba September gi tang taruk final electoral roll phong lagani I am in are you?
New Life Advanced Diabetes Healing and Wellness Healthcare Center na natural oiba pambai sing amadi matamga chunarabu khutsukulai kya sizinaduna tongan balaina layong kaya mai pakna laying jari mafam asida laying jariba laina layong sing adudi diabetes, liver disease, arthritis, lutong chikpa naba, constipation, sinus, blood pressure, piles, gallbladder amasung kidney dunung leiba kidney ga mari lainaba layong sing amadi asthma na singbani diabetes ki oina diabetes na ohelakpa khongkho chikpa naba khongya saba tumba yadaba hakchang sokthaba na chingba layong khodimak laying duna chada mari futara manga gi chang da reverse tawba ngamle constipation gi oina numit tara manga ni da mapung phana phanba ngamle amadi blood pressure tha amadagi tha ahum phawbagi manungda normal ohanba ngamle ngasi maglangsin bio New Life Advanced Diabetes Healing and Wellness Healthcare Center Thangmaiban DM University gi makha thangba kabole kai nongchup akhoi contact number 9856148205
Manipur के हानबा न्यूरो पेशेंट्स के मतंगाइरबा स्पेशलाइज्ड हॉस्पिटल न्यूरो इमरजेंसी ट्रॉमा नेट मल्टी स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल सिंगजाई मथक टोंगथाम लिकाई दा हानुक चरे हॉस्पिटल असना मरुइना बीपी स्ट्रोक ब्रेन ट्यूमर लंबी की खुदोंगथिबा स्पाइनल डिस्क प्रोलैप्स स्पाइनल ट्यूमर अमदी माइग्रेन चिंगबा लायंगली हॉस्पिटल असदा न्यूरो के लायंग बद चंगबा अफबा मखल की खुसु खुलाई अमदी मशीन मरांग काइद ले मशीना कोक मरी लेनबा तोंगान तोंबा मखल की अनाबा सिंग निंगथिना लायंगली लमदम मसिदा न्यूरो सर्जन यामना तांगरिबा मरमना चिंगमदी अरापा मफमदगी लाकपा अनाबसी न्यूरो सर्जन उननबा होनबदा अवाबा क्या मायोंगदरी मसिदा सुनतना मतम थिंथना अनाबा लायंगना मरम ओरगा खुदोंथिबा क्या सुमायोंगदरी मसी पुनमक्तगी खरदो ओरबसु कन्ननबा डॉक्टर पार्किंसन सिंह MCS न्यूरो सर्जरी एम्स न्यू दिल्ली ना मसामकी हॉस्पिटल असिदा पुंग कुनमरी लेदुना अनाबा सिंह लायंगली हॉस्पिटल असिदा अताबा ममलदा लायंग मतनतना OPD जनरल अमदी ICU बेड्स ऑपरेशन मेडिसिन एक्स-रे अमदी लैब का मरी नबसनसु अताबा ममलदा फंगल्ली ngasi magdenshin biro amadi kudong saba singa silobiho hena kubam road gidamag hospital asigi telephone number 7005534166 natraga 8974572154 da pau phabirak biyagani
Welcome back from the break. Our next top stories begins with a young woman was allegedly gang raped by 4 men in Nampai Lishang village under the Jakun police outpost in Assam's Tinsukia district on August 14, with police subsequently arresting one of the accused from Arunachal Pradesh. According to the information available, the victim, aged around 18 to 19, was allegedly sexually assaulted by the 4 accused on the evening of August 14. One of the accused has been identified as Akash Tamang, a resident of Karpumpuli village in Jakun. Following the alleged incident, Tamang reportedly fled the area and took shelter in Chaukam in Arunachal Pradesh. The officer in charge of the Jakun police outpost, Tridip Lahon, along with a police team, subsequently apprehended him from Chaukam with assistance from the Arunachal Pradesh police. The remaining 3 accused are reportedly absconding. Police have launched a search operation to trace and apprehend them. After producing Tamang before a court, police secured permission for 4 days of custody. For further interrogation, investigators are expected to question him about the circumstances surrounding the alleged assault and the whereabouts and the possible involvement of the other accused. The case has also brought the alleged role of women identified as Anita Auntie under police scrutiny. According to the statement attributed to the victim, Auntie allegedly intimidated her several hours after the incident and attempted to prevent her from disclosing details of the alleged assault. She is also accused of offering money to the victim to remain silent. Police in Nagaland's Dimapur have seized 19,760 bottles of suspected cocaine-based cough syrup during a raid on a warehouse at Jain Temple Road in Marwaripati, officials state. The action followed intelligence inputs about the storage of pharmaceutical products. A team from the suburban police station reached the locked warehouse after repeated attempts to contact its tenant went unanswered. The search was authorized and supervised by ACP West and carried out in the presence of independent witnesses. Police said the entire procedure was digitally recorded through the e-Shaksa platform. During the operation, officers recovered 129 cartons. Of these, 101 cartons contained Bescot cough syrup, accounting for 16,160 bottles, while 25 cartons contained EBDYL cough syrup with 3,600 bottles. Police also seized several other pharmaceutical products that were not accounted for and said these will be verified. A sole motive case has been registered under the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances and TPS Act. The investigation is now focused on identifying those operating the warehouse and tracing the suspected supply and the distribution network. Meghalaya has asked the center to raise its allocation under Externally Aided Projects EAP to Rs 10,000 crore and provide financial and infrastructure support for the 2027 National Games, Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma said on August 26. Sangma raised the demands during his recent visit to New Delhi, where he met Union Minister for the Development of Northeastern Region donor Jyotiraditya Scindia and Union Health Minister J.B. Nada. The Chief Minister said Meghalaya EAP allocation has remained Rs 5,000 crore since the previous Finance Commission. The state has sought to raise the allocation to Rs 15,000 crore with an immediate target of doubling it to Rs 10,000 crore. He said Meghalaya had a strong record in implementing EAP projects and pointed out that the center services 90% of the loans under the scheme. Sangma also sought financial assistance and infrastructure support from the donor ministry for the National Games, which Meghalaya is scheduled to host in 2027. Meghalaya has notified thunderstorms and strong winds, excluding cyclones, as a state local disaster, a move aimed at ensuring timely relief for communities affected by damage caused by such weather events. The decision was approved by the State Cabinet on August 26 at a meeting chaired by Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma. The move comes amid growing instances of damage caused by thunderstorms and strong winds across the state, since such events do not fall under the technical definition of a cyclone. They were previously not covered under the same disaster response framework. The Meghalaya Cabinet on August 26 approved a series of administrative reforms, including the removal of interviews for the recruitment to non-technical Group C government posts from January 1, 2027. The decision was taken at a cabinet meeting chaired by Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma, who said the move was aimed at making government recruitment more transparent. Under the new system, candidates applying for non-technical Group C posts will not have to appear for interviews. Interviews will continue for technical Group C position, with the Personnel Department to identify and notify the posts covered under each category. The Sikkim government has activated dedicated helplines to assist people from the state who may be stranded or affected in Nepal after devastating flash floods on the Bodekosi River killed at least 162 people, left around 400 missing. The helplines 035-922-01145, 035-922-02461 and 035-922-02256 have been opened for Sikkim residents in Nepal who require urgent assistance as concerns grow over the scale of the disaster. The flash flood struck Nepal on Wednesday morning, sweeping away people, homes, vehicles, and key infrastructure across the 3 districts. The high death toll and large number of people still unaccounted for have raised fears that the disaster could become one of the Nepal's deadliest in recent years. The Nagaon District Students' Union staged a protest rally in Nagaon town on August 27 in response to the call of the All Assam Students' Union (AASU) demanding an immediate measures to control the sharp rise in prices of essential commodities. The protesters took out a rally through the district headquarters, raising slogans against the government and demanding a reduction in the prices of the essential goods. The protesters alleged that the prices of the essential commodities have increased significantly, putting an increasing financial burden on the common people. They criticized the Assam government over its handling of the price rise and accused Chief Minister Hemanta Biswa Sarma of remaining indifferent in the issue. The protesters also raised various anti-government slogans during the rally, creating a charged atmosphere in the Nagaon town. Senior Congress leader and former leader of the opposition in the Assam Assembly, Prata Saikya, has rejected the speculation that he may join the Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP), accusing the Assam Chief Minister Hemanta Biswa Sarma of spreading false propaganda and using political tactics ahead of the elections. In a statement, Saikya said rumors about the possible switch to the BJP were being circulated repeatedly before the elections in an attempt to mislead the public. He alleged that the Chief Minister was using a social media network and propaganda machinery to promote such claims. Saikya said he remained committed to the secular and democratic principles and ideals of the Indian National Congress and ruled out the possibility of joining the BJP under its current political approach. He said he would not consider joining the BJP unless the party changed what he described as its communal politics. Saikya also referred to the assassination of Mahatma Gandhi and the role of the former Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru in nation building while explaining his position. The Tripura Assembly witnessed heated exchanges between the Treasury and opposition benches on August 27 after Parliamentary Affairs Minister Ratan Lal Nath accused the CPIM of being anti-national and a foreign agent. Nath made the remarks after question hour while referring to the recent 3-day visit of Cuban Ambassador Juan Carlos Marsan Aguilera to Tripura. He questioned the ambassador's visit to CPIM state headquarters and raised objections over the remarks made by the ambassador at an event at Rabindra Bhavan on August 21st. Nath also alleged that the national song and national anthem were not played at the event and claimed that a small paper flag represented the Indian national flag, while larger Cuban flags were displayed. He further criticized CPIM leader of the opposition Jitendra Chaudhary, alleging that he had expressed regret over India's colonial mindset. The remarks triggered a sharp exchange between BJP and CPIM legislatures, with Nath accusing the opposition party of disrespecting nationalism. He was also heard about asking CPIM MLS to leave the house, prompting Chaudhary to respond, "Who are you to ask to leave the place?" Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma on August 27 said the state was moving towards achieving the country's widest coverage of organic farming, with the government working to reduce and eventually phase out the use of chemical fertilizers. Speaking in the assembly, Sangma said the government was promoting biofertilizers, soil testing, and wider organic certification as part of the transition. The Chief Minister was responding to questions raised by Voice of the People Party President and Nongkrem MLA Arden Miller Basaim won on fertilizers availability and the prices of agricultural produce. Sangma also addressed concerns over the sharp fall in cabbage prices, saying rates had recovered significantly after dropping to around rupees 2 per kg in July. Cabbage was now selling at about rupees 20 to 25 per kg, he said. According to Sangma, the July price crash was part of the recurring pattern seen over the past decades and was largely linked to a surge in vegetable supplies from other northeastern states. For ELITETV News Channel, contact the email address info@elitetv.in or 940-2890-982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. Before we wind up, a very quick recap of the headlines once again. 5 killed, 1 injured in ambush by Kuki militants on IT Road in Kakokpi. "61-years-old Manipur student body remembers 4 students killed in 1965 hunger march." Manipur's Tapo Kuki Village Authority rejects NPO allegations, calls for impartial probe into arson incidents. Manipur police arrest 2, seize over 2.7 kg brown sugar in a separate operation. Young women allegedly gang raped in Assam's Tinsukia, 1 accused held from Arunachal Pradesh. And Nagaland police seized 19,760 suspected cocaine cup cider bottles in Dimapur raid. That's all for English news. For more updates like this, please keep watching ELITETV. Coming up next, we have Manipuri prime time at 8:30. Until then, stay safe and stay informed. Thank you.